Now, Daunte Wright, the young man who was killed by Officer Potter, his story has not been told by the corporate media, which is corrupt, as you know. Now, I am not justifying anything. I'm not trying this case on television. I'm not indicting the police officer or condemning Daunte Wright. I am telling you what is in play in this case. The reason the police wanted to cuff Mr. Wright and tried to do that is that he had an outstanding warrant. That means he did not show up to a legal hearing. Mr. Wright was charged and released on $100,000 bail. That's a big ticket. That's $10,000 cash. He was charged with choking a woman and threatening her with a handgun and demanding that she give him $820 that she had on her person. Okay? That's a felony. That's what Mr. Wright was charged with. Now think back. Did you hear that on any of the network news programs or the cable news programs outside of Fox? I didn't. Maybe you did. If you did, let me know, please. Okay? So this is a serious situation that once the police ran the plate of Daunte Wright, that outstanding warrant on a serious charge came up. They had to arrest him or try. Then he tried to flee. Now, as I said yesterday, you don't shoot anybody unless they have a weapon, and that includes a knife. You don't shoot them for trying to flee because you have their information. You know who they are. You can get them in a more orderly way later. If the police officers are in danger, then you can shoot, but not if the police officers not. And they weren't in danger, as the videotape clearly shows. Wright was trying to get away. All right, again, that's the situation in totality. I've given you all the facts of the case. So we are not going to try this case. That police officer, I told you yesterday, her whole life is ruined. Okay? And Daunte Wright is dead. This is horrible. Nothing good about this. But for those of you writing to me, taking one side or another, I wouldn't do that. As with the George Floyd case, let it unfold. I've been watching the Floyd defense. It's weak. Right? His lawyers don't have much. Chauvin's lawyers don't have much. And I expect a second-degree murder conviction in that case. I hope I'm wrong, because I never want to see any police officer, all right, he has to be convicted of something, Chauvin. But do I want him to spend 20 years in prison? No. I do not believe he intentionally meant to kill Mr. Floyd, but he's going to have to do some time. And that will happen, I believe, because the defense don't know how much. Okay, so there we are. Now, the press in America is so corrupt at this point, it's not going to report anything that goes against the narrative that America is bad, that we're a racist country, that white people are bad, that the police are bad. If the narrative goes against that, it will not be reported. What a situation.